What is up guys, Simba here and welcome to a brand new video, and today this is round 2 of the SLR season for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. If you haven't seen the last video, which was the season opener in Bahrain, I highly recommend you go check it out before you see this one, because you're going to be spoiled by the championship standings, and here they are now. So after Bahrain we finished 6th, but we are 5th in the standings because reserve drivers don't score points in this league. So we've been promoted to 5th, and we are also 5th in the Constructors' Championship. I'm looking to build on it. It was quite a frustrating race in Bahrain, and you can see from last season's graphic there, we won here. We got a podium last season, and we're looking to repeat it here today. If you're going to enjoy this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss a video. And here we are in qualifying, and it's raining. It is raining, and this is the first time I'm doing any sort of wet weather running in a competitive environment, so we're going in completely blind. As here we go, we've found a good 8 tenths on this lap, maybe 9 tenths as we cross the line. We go P3 at the time, we're a second off SLR Quattro, and we get dropped down to P8 at the end of Q1. But the main thing is we scraped through, but Quattro is looking really quick, and he's on a wheel, so that obviously helps. And this track isn't one for us pad players anymore, so the wheel is definitely the quicker out of the two. As we move into Q2, we do a 39.1. We found another 7 tenths on our first run, and it turned out that that run you just saw, I did it on hot lap mode. I didn't try and switch between none and hot lap mode at all, so I just found that would be a little bit easier instead of just switching modes every 3 seconds. So here we are at the end of the session. We're coming to the end of it. We've found another 3 tenths on another run, just to make sure we get through, because you don't want to be complacent in these kind of conditions. You never know what could be thrown at you. As we go P4, and we are into Q3 once again, and Owen Howell, our teammate, has got through as well. So we've got 2 alphas in Q3, and we're about to start our first runs. Oh, that's a traffic jam. Move. Oh, well. We don't talk about that. So you can hear me a little bit concerned about traffic, and we do not talk about what happened at the last corner. Nothing happened. I was just trying to get a good run out of the last corner. So here we go. First 2 corners, 4th gear through the second corner just for traction. We lose the rear end a little bit, but we catch it on the exit as we move up the gears, up to 6th, up to 7th, down to 4th gear for rotation. Through turn 3 and through turn 4, we're looking to build the rhythm here, but oh, it's in the way, and that's it. Come on. Nah, man. Where is the luck? So you heard my reaction. I was pretty frustrated, but let's break it down. So what's happened is Owen had a spin at turn 4. He tried to spin back round, and he got disqualified. And Shut Metal was the host for this, and he forgot to turn off ghosting, and as a result I had nowhere to go, and there's nothing Owen can do because he can't move his car, and I just went steaming into him. So no lap done. It's going to be P8 on the grid. It's not Owen's fault, it's not Metal's fault, it's just one of those things, but P8 on the grid. Let's see if we can turn this around.
The formation lap gets underway then, and it's going to be interesting today to see how the dry conditions could affect the lifespan of the tyres. Drivers and teams making their final preparations.
So here we are readying up for the start of this race. We're in the broadcast formation because the immersive formation is completely broken. And as you saw at the start, most people are going to be on the mediums, so it's going to be a medium to hard race. It's going to be tough, but we're going to try and turn this around. Cheers, Coolest. Let's try and bounce back from Bahrain, shall we? Let's try and get some good points. And there's the goal. And that is the plan for today's race. So you can hear a deep exhale of breath as we're getting ready for 5 red lights here. And we are underway for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. I tried a different technique at the start, and it didn't really work. As we bogged down to Shut Metal, we nearly get challenged by Evoke Replay as well, going into the first 2 corners. As, yeah, we've lost our place to Metal, but we get a really good run. At the exit of turn 2, we get past Metal, and we could challenge SLR Bennett as well, up the inside into turn 3, and we have the outside line at turn 4. And you don't see many overtaking moves there. So it's great to see. And we have gained a place from our starting position up into P7. But we get a warning on the first lap.
Stupid warning again. That's exactly what caught me out in practice.
So you can hear me say, it was that same curb that caught me out in practice. Yeah, that in practice, even that, making sure you don't invalidate there, is really difficult. It's really difficult corner to get right. But, you know, we've still gained a place, but that is a warning shot for us for the rest of the race. As we move on to lap 3, Riggsy's had a moment, and VR46 sneaks his way through. And we're going to try and take advantage now. We're using the ERS, and we're going to try and challenge the Red Bull driver up the inside into the banking section. Can we make the move stick? Not quite. We just don't have the momentum off the fast section of the first sector to make the move stick. Riggsy stays ahead, and we tapped the wall as well. But yeah, we're just trying to keep it clean, and DRS has been enabled, so we need to make sure that we can just stay calm here.
Right, let's get Riggsy. Can't just give him a payback.
And we change our focus to passing the Red Bull, who goes a bit wide at turn 23. You heard me say that it's time to give him some payback after he pushes off the track in Bahrain, and there you go, easy as you like, DRS and overtake, and we are up into 6th place. So we have gained 2 places in the opening 3 laps of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, which is a very good start compared to last time out where we were kind of just in the same place. As VR46 has a 3-second penalty.
Already. We've lost touch with the top 4 already. Not ideal.
And you heard me say there, we are losing touch to the top 4 as we are nearly 4 seconds behind Merckx 47 already after just 3 laps, as Riggsy is trying to come back at us, but we say no, you're not having our position, as we stay in P6. And yeah, I think the main priority is just keeping it clean, as VR46 has a penalty already. So warnings and penalties are going to be crucial in this race as we move on to lap 5. I think SLR Ranger just retired from the race, and now we are looking to pass the struggling Mercedes, who's really struggling for pace at the minute. So I did feel quicker at this stage, so I did feel we could definitely pass him. And here we go, on to lap 6 now. We're going to try and make the move on VR for a top 5 slot in this race. Here we go, down the inside into turn 1. We almost go over the curb. We give him enough space on the outside, and we should have the traction on the outside line in the exit of turn 2. He's still keeping in there, but we swipe across, and we keep the position, and we are up into 5th place. And now, we've got more yellow flags in front of us, and SLR Van Dorn has had a moment as well. He qualified 2nd in his first race of the season after missing Bahrain, as Owen Howell is a ghost car as well, so he's having an absolute mare here, which is very unfortunate. As we go through the banking section, we are looking to get into Van Dorn's DRS, or we could just benefit off our teammate, as he is surely under a second ahead of us at the moment. As we go through the DRS detection point, Owen has a spin, SLR Sam has retired from the race, and that has triggered a safety car on the 6th lap of this race.
Coming right behind our former teammate. Alright, we can calm down now, my hands can stop shaking.
So it's been a good start to this race. We're up to 5th place, and we're going to pit for the hard tyres. You heard me say, my hand can stop shaking, because my right hand during this race was literally shaking for some reason. I don't even know why, but we're going to go for the hards, but we see a confusing decision in front of us.
Again. What's with this guy and pitting on softs? I don't understand it. For context, he did this in Brazil last season, and we were teammates back then. And he wouldn't get out of the way. He was aggressive for like 10 laps and his tyres went off. What's he doing? I don't understand it. I really do not understand how this man...
So you can hear my utter confusion as Van Dorn has gone for softs, and actually, it turns out that he didn't pit on softs. The game put him on soft tyres. So, I knew that now. Knowing that now, it's very unfortunate. But he's now out of sync compared to everybody else. And he has to hope for another safety car. So, here we go. Lap 9. The safety car is going to come in at the end of this lap. We're planning to go to the end of the race, because we don't need to stop again. But Van Dorn has to. So, Brazil Season 8 flashbacks are rolling in, but yeah, he's going to be a pain to deal with. He's going to be a pain to the top 3 as Quattro, the pole sitter, is going to lead us away. We absolutely nailed the restart, but unfortunately, we have to hand the place back. We make a bit of contact with Van Dorn. You can hear him in the background a little bit miffed about it. As we're going into turn 1, Riggs is now having a look. He's not going to take advantage of it, and we just about stay ahead of him. So it seems our safety car restarts. You know, in Bahrain, we lost time with Riggsy behind us, ahead of us actually, sorry. And now, in Saudi, we timed it a bit too early as Van Dorn is going after Merckx here. And there's a lot of contact between these guys. Van Dorn really impatient here. He wants to get past the Haas car as quickly as possible because he needs to make those tyres work. And he's looking to make the move.
And he's made contact. Unbelievable.
You can hear my disapproval of Van Dorn's driving as he muscles his way past the Haas. And he's up into 3rd place. But we're just planning to chill behind Merckx because he's in a net P3 and we're in a net P4. You can hear me say Van Dorn has obviously broken the DRS train to Merckx. But as we go through the banking section, we're about to see a little spin here.
Oh my god. Get in a bin. In a bit. Adios. And he's broken the train as well. You just knew something like that was going to happen with Van Dorn, but
you can hear my reaction to Van Dorn spinning. You can tell I wasn't too surprised about it, as Merckx makes a mistake in the 1st sector, and we are up into P3. And you can hear my engineer, Mark Priestley, is definitely appreciating the move. We made it look quite easy. I mean, we had to give him a little bit of space. We were lucky that we didn't collide as he rejoined the track, so good awareness for Merckx, keeping us both in the race. We're up into P3 as we're looking to try and catch up to the top 2, but these guys are probably the quickest guys on the track right now. Jensen looking really quick once again, and Quattro, I can tell you now, he's got damage, but meanwhile, VR46, who had 6 seconds of penalties, is out of the race, and that's triggered another safety car at the halfway point of this race. So we have a choice to stay out or pit again for another set of tyres. We're going to stay out. There's absolutely no point. We just had a safety car on lap 6, and these tyres can easily get us to the end of the race. So at the moment, we are chilling in E3 in this race. We've gained 5 places from where we started, and you can hear me talking about wishing that I underfueled a little bit more for this race, because if I knew 2 safety cars would come out, I would have taken at least a lap under fuel, and that would help. The safety cars would help us. So here we go. We're going to get ready to get going once again, and yeah, unfortunately, we've kind of lost out here.
I got slowed down by the game for some reason.
So you can hear, I'm not too happy about the restart because the stupid limiter that was on F1 2021 has returned on this game as well, and it has slowed us down, and we've lost touch. We are starting to lose touch with the top 2 as Riggsy is looking to put pressure on us once again as we go through turn 3. We're trying to be a bit more aggressive, but we get a second warning.
Gotta be careful.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
We've got to be careful now, chap, otherwise we're screwed.
And there you go. That's the situation now. 2 warnings. We're on the tightrope for the next 9 laps. 1 more warning, and that is a 3-second penalty. And in this case, we're pretty much screwed because the field is now bunched up. So we'll be in more danger of dropping at least 2, 3, 4 positions. As we jump to lap 19, DRS has been enabled. We're still 3rd, but we're struggling to keep up with Quattro. And he's got front wing damage. But once again, we don't seem strong on the straights.
We're not in again. He's draining so much.
And you can hear me say, he's draining so much battery. But it turns out, we're just not quick in a straight line. As we try and get back in, we go wide at the last corner. You can see we don't have much ERS to work with. Quattro was telling me that he had like 70% the whole time. And Riggs is not going to take advantage here.
God damn it. We'll have to let him go, guys. We need to hope he just goes after Quattro. We're still in this.
So you can hear I'm a bit frustrated because we have not been able to size up a move on Quattro, and we've had to let Riggsy go, and we are down to 4th place. But you can crucially hear me say also, we're still in this, but it's going to be quite a task, because if we don't have DRS,
Why is he
we're in trouble.
mistakes now when he overtakes me? Brilliant.
You can hear me starting to get a little bit more and more frustrated as Riggsy is he's making a few errors, and it's allowing Quattro to get away, but he eventually gets his foot down, and we are dropping back due to the lack of VRS, and it is not looking good for us here, guys.
Cheers, chat, for the ERS levels.
And you can hear me being sarcastic towards my own chat. I will never do that again, honestly. Not the best behaviour. I was asking for ERS levels and I wasn't really getting them, so I didn't know how much battery I was using. But SLR Bennett is out of the race, and that's triggered a 3rd safety car with 4 laps to go.
Safety car.
And now we have got a huge decision.
I'm going to watch what everyone else is doing. If they pit, I pit. Are they pitting or not? Riggs is in. He's crossed the line. He's crossed the line, you can't do that. Pretty sure you can't.
So, we have decided to stay out on hard tyres. Riggsy and Jensen have pitted. But we've got four laps to go, and it's going to be a sprint to the finish here.
This might be a repeat of Baku, I'm not going to lie. We might be in trouble.
And you can hear me say, this might be a repeat of Baku. And that is a reference to a video I made earlier, where we stayed out during a late safety car and we went from 1st to 3rd in the space of 2 laps. But we've got to survive. We've got UK Beast Assassin and Evoke Replay behind us, who have also stayed out, so they could hold up Jensen and Riggsy. But we're about to get going again. It's a 2-lap sprint to the end. The limiter slowed us down again, and that's caught us out napping here, and we're underway again.
The stupid limiter.
You can hear me getting frustrated at this damn limiter constantly slowing us down. We're down to 10 men in this race, so everyone's guaranteed to score points. As we go through turn 2, there's been a collision behind us, and Riggsy's benefited, but he's got a penalty. As now we have an open chance to go after Quattro and see if we can go for a very unlikely win. I have managed to win a league race from outside the top 6, but we could do it again here today, but we make a mistake. And we just saved the rear end.
Shit, I almost spun. Come on, focus.
So we were just able to keep the rear end stable through that section, and we live to fight another day. But Riggsy is right behind us on soft tyres.
I'm not bothered. You can pass me if you want. Just overtake me. There we go. We'll finish out of him anyway.
So you can hear my approach towards Riggsy catching us. He's on fresher tyres, so we're just going to let him through. We need to focus on the last lap because we're fighting for a podium.
Beast behind you. Last lap, come on. Got to keep it clean. And we've got this in the bag.
So you can hear me say there, we just need to keep it clean. And we've got this in the bag. We're draining all the battery. Riggsy's going after Quattro, so there could be some fireworks at the last corner. Just like last season, as Riggsy is all over the back of the Ferrari. But Quattro has hung on beautifully here. He's took pole position and he's going to win the race. Riggsy's second on the road. We're going to be 3rd, but it's going to be P2.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Yes. Come on. Come on. Podium. Yes. Let's go. Come on. Good.
And just like that, boom, P2. From P8 on the grid, and UK Beast Assassin will finish 3rd, and he gets driver of the day, the championship leader, with an incredible recovery. But SLR Quattro was basically the class of the field here. He had damage, and he was still quicker than me. He definitely went the right way, was set up as well. A deserved win for him, a first win of the season for him. He won here last season, and he's done it again. And for us, this is our 3rd podium in a row in this league when we go to Jeddah. We finished 2nd in Season 7, we finished 3rd last season, and this season we finished 2nd to get our first podium of the new league racing season, which is a huge confidence boost for me because I've recently turned off the racing line, and we definitely showed good pace, very strong pace throughout the race, and staying out for once was the right point of call. So guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next race, which is going to be in Australia. So we're looking to build the momentum there. So until then, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.